Early in the Bible, there's this interesting story called the Tower of Babel. Humans in their pride think that they can build a tower that reaches heaven, that reaches God. God sees their arrogance and says, this isn't happening. He confuses their language and causes them to spread out over the earth. Years later, we meet a man named Jacob. Jacob is the son of Isaac and the grandson of Abraham. Jacob also has a big brother, a twin named Esau. Esau and Jacob do not get along. As the firstborn, Esau has certain rights. He is going to get an extra inheritance and a blessing from his father. Jacob is able to deceive Esau and steal this blessing from his brother. As a result, Esau wants to kill Jacob. And so Jacob's parents tell him, you need to leave until your brother cools down. So Jacob has to travel to a different country where he hopes to find his uncle Laban and stay with him. On the way there, Jacob stops to rest for an evening. And he has nothing. He's utterly alone and he doesn't have any possessions. And God gives him this extraordinary vision during the night. He sees a stairway. Some people might translate it as a ladder or even a ramp. So there's a stairway that stretches from earth to heaven. And on this stairway are angels that are ascending and descending from heaven to earth and back to heaven again. And God tells Jacob in this vision that he's going to bless him and that he will be with him. Jacob wakes up, he's encouraged, and he goes to live with his uncle. And he becomes a rich man and has a huge family. Later on, when Jesus begins his ministry in the Gospel of John, he is gathering disciples, and he calls a disciple named Nathanael. And he tells Nathanael that he's going to see great things, that Nathanael is going to see the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man, on Jesus. Essentially, what Jesus is doing here is he's identifying himself as the stairway between heaven and earth. It's not just a Def Leppard song. The stairway to heaven is Jesus Christ. Most religions in the world take the Tower of Babel approach. They think we need to somehow get to God. We need to build a religion that allows us to get to God by our own strength and our own righteousness. And God says that doesn't work. And it ends in one of two places. Either people try to do that and they feel like they can, and it fills them with pride and they think they're better than other people. Or they realize they can't, and it fills them with despair and they're afraid of God because they know that they fall short. Well, in Jesus, we have something different. Jesus is the stairway. He bridges the gap between us and God. That's what Christmas is all about, right? God coming to earth, Jesus becoming human, bringing God to us because we can't go up to him. This is the message of Christianity. Jesus says, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. Why does he say that? Because he is the stairway to heaven. He is the way, the truth, and the life. His righteousness, his work, his sacrifice, his love is why we are able to see God and live with him for eternity. I hope you were blessed by this video and this message. If you were, please like, share, and subscribe. God bless.